welcome.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
Because of Thanksgiving, it feels like we haven't been here to film a podcast in
Yeah, because
so long.
we would have done it last week.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, I feel off. Like it just feels like it's been forever.
Because it's
I
off.
haven't seen you guys in weeks.
How's it going?
Ugh. It's good. How was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was great. I thought it was great. Yeah.
It was okay.
Wow.
The food and the host wasn't very good.
Yeah, the
You know
location was.
You're never
now you have to describe
invited
that.
back again.
We went to Shannon's house for Thanksgiving.
the
They
Sharps
invited
joined us
over.
for Thanksgiving.
Yep. Yep.
Now
it
I'm
was
going to
great.
go home and cry.
It was great. Shannon asked me on Sunday, "Did you guys have a good time?" And I said, "Yeah." Why? And she said, "Because we couldn't tell."
But wait, I amended myself. Okay. Thank you very much. And I said,
awesome.
actually, no, I had a great time with Jana.
That is what she
you
said.
have
That is
fun?
what
Funny.
she said. Yes.
That's funny.
So I haven't been thinking about that for a couple of days.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And
Not
you
at
just
all.
told everybody your
Isaac, I'm
Thanksgiving
sure,
was
told
mediocre.
you whether or not he
Yeah.
had fun.
He's great.
He
was
always
awesome.
has
Oh, yeah,
fun.
he's having a great
the
time.
best.
Yep.
He has a party everywhere he goes.
No, we had a
does.
great
Love
time.
it.
was
How
good.
was your Thanksgiving?
It was great, except my daughter has been saving up money to buy a dog.
Yes.
And she has to have enough money to cover a year of all the vet bills and everything, and puppy training, all that stuff. So she's been saving up a ton.
You set that
and
bar really high, didn't you?
really high.
That's really
high.
impressive, though.
Yeah,
Like,
she's doing it. She's doing a great job. Well, the dog that she would like had puppies, and she wants a boy. And there's a lady in front of her that has dibs on a boy. Well, the dog had, I think, 6 puppies. One passed away, and it only has one boy.
Oh no.
And Sarah gets this text right when Waverly was about to carve the turkey, like because it was her first time. She's like, "Dad, can I carve?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's great."
yeah.
And she's literally knife in hand, fork in the turkey, and Sarah reads the text.
Oh no.
No.
Don't do that.
I was like, "Oh no!"
No.
And she just starts sobbing. But it's great now. It's great. Like she has a different perspective, and she's ready for whatever dog is there that God wants her to have.
Wow.
And it's good, but it was hit or miss for a few moments there.
There's someone in our church who's selling toy poodles.
I know, and
Yeah.
they look like awesome dogs.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
They look
she
like little
really
teddy
wants
bears.
a Boston Terrier.
Oh, okay.
So-
I was going to say, because I know they're all boys.
Yeah,
Because I was hoping for a girl one, but
sorry. Next letter.
yep. But that's really cool. That's awesome that she saved up the money. I think that's what a great lesson for, because
Yeah.
dogs are expensive.
And a great barrier. Little space.
Yes,
Yeah.
a little bit of
That's
we're
what
going
we
to
were
space
like.
it out.
It's okay. You can get it the next round.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Please wait.
You just have to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Waverly.
I love Boston's. That was my first dog, so like I'm all on board. But
That's awesome.
they're just trying to teach her how to do it herself. You know, we can go right there.
Yeah.
And get not free, but a cheaper dog.
Right.
Or you can go this route. So she's it's fun. It's fun to watch her wrestle through it.
That's really cool. Well, are Christmas decorations up at your guys'
Look
house?
awesome. Oh
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Well,
I was foolish. And 2 weeks ago, when it was 60 degrees, is when you should have put the
Yep.
lights on the
Yeah.
house. Last week, Jana was like, "All right, Thanksgiving, we're going to do Christmas stuff on Saturday." And I'm thinking, "Yeah, the tree, no problem." And then she looked at me on Saturday and was like, "So lights, right?"
Oh no.
And I had no argument. It was like, "It's cold." So,
Yeah.
so it was one of
Get out
those.
there,
I was
big
like,
boy.
Okay. And I wasn't feeling great. I don't feel great now, but it started on Saturday. And I kind of woke up and was like, all right, I can rally for the tree.
Wait, that was this past Saturday?
Yeah, it's past Saturday
it
when
was really
it was
cold.
23 and felt like 17 or something like that. Yeah. And so I put on my hobo gloves. That's probably not what you should call them.
I don't know if I would call them
They
that.
have they're like Home
He's
Alone.
sorry.
Like
We know what kind of
I
gloves
know.
you're talking about.
Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
fingertips cut off so that I
Please
could like
forgive
actually
Johnny.
get,
Yeah.
for sure. And I was out there and like 5 minutes in was like, I gotta take a break. And so it was like number one, the fastest I've ever put the lights up.
Do they look
and
good?
The coldest. No, they're terrible. The thing about our lights is squirrels keep chewing them.
Oh.
And so we've had these for, I want to say like
Do
3
you
years.
hang them with noodles?
No, so every year I find where they've chewed and then I wire nut those back together. And so I think I have 1, 2, there's like 3 strands at least, maybe 4. Each strand probably has 4 or 5 wire nut together.
No.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm
That
cheap. And I'm
much?
like, we're just gonna, there was one
Oh
strand,
my
the
God.
last
That is
one,
so funny.
it ends right in front of a tree. They just ate it all up.
But
And so
what?
I was
I've
like,
never heard of squirrels eating Christmas
oh,
lights.
they chew through them every year. It's crazy.
Wow.
Are you seasoning these lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little salt and pepper on there. No,
Never heard of that.
no, it's
crazy.
wild. This is probably the last year we're going to make these work. We should,
This is why, guys, you put up stuff November 1st.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
when
very warm.
It's very warm.
Yeah.
Have your Christmas lights been up since November
November
1st?
1st.
Yeah. I would like to be that guy. I am also lazy. And so it comes to be that time, and I'm like, we got time.
Well, I'm not sure if any of our neighbors want us to
Yeah.
be that guy,
Yeah.
but
that's
what
how it
we're
is.
doing.
Yeah.
How about
I
you?
mean, yeah, Christmas miracle, because Brandon, we've been married for 15 years, and I have asked for Christmas lights every year, and he's not here to defend himself, but he would just be nodding along right now. And
Like just Christmas lights in general.
on the
you're
outside
like,
of the house,
Please give me
lights
lights.
on the outside
and
of
he
the
says
house.
no to
he
lights.
has done it twice,
Okay.
and this year was the second
Hey, the
time.
man's busy. The man's
Yeah.
busy.
But I didn't even ask him. He just called me
He got
one
the
day. I
Christmas
don't know where
spirit.
I was. I was not home. And he was like, yeah, I put lights up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you put lights up? And he was like, I put Christmas lights up. I'm like, you put Christmas
Yeah.
lights up? And like, he went all out.
I was that guy because we bought our house in 2016, and I was the guy that like bought the light from Home Depot that you stick in the ground and aim it at your garage, and it does.
No.
Yeah, I was
that's
that guy
the
for a while.
cop-out light.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Those are awesome.
And then 2020, I was so depressed that year. I was like, you know what? Christmas lights, we're doing it. So I actually had my Facebook the other day was like, hey, remember this memory? And it was me putting a story on Instagram and Facebook of like, look what I did for the first time. Because I was just like, I need joy. I need something this year. So
And then the squirrels ate
And
that
then
And
joy
then the
away.
squirrels were like, we'll
Every
show
year
you Christmas
they
joy.
keep, yeah.
I actually kind of love that the squirrels are out to get you. It's great.
No, it's terrible.
I've never heard of that. They must hate you.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and so then again, you know, I'm like plugging the lights in, and I find it's dead. Take it down, go inside. I got my knife, and I'm like carving off the wire. I can't feel my fingers. I'm trying to
I
not
didn't
cut
even know
my
you
finger
could do
off.
this.
It's not that hard.
Oh,
It's
like
Wow.
I never.
thank you, thank
Not
you.
you. I mean, just.
No, that's not what I heard.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard him.
Thanks, Shannon. Yep.
I meant like I didn't know you could do this with Christmas lights.
Yeah. Just reconnect them.
Oh,
It's because your husband doesn't have them up long
Exactly.
enough to let squirrels
I
eat them.
don't really have experience with Christmas.
That's the other thing. I
lights.
will leave mine up until March.
Oh my God.
They're just going to be up for
They're
a while.
just going to be up there.
Yep.
No wonder the
Maybe
squirrels-
they're trying to give you a sign.
Yeah.
Take your lights down, bro.
Squirrels are like, give us the gutters back.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of Christmas, we are in the Christmas season. Started a new series this past
thank
Sunday
God.
called The Table. Ernest is very excited to be out of
Not talking about money anymore. You got some
Money.
feelings?
Money, revelation,
Taboo.
taboo.
Yeah.
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 Christmas.
Very grateful.
a
Yeah.
very nice, and I really like the series graphic for it. It's so
Yeah, it's
pretty.
nice.
Like,
And
The
the table
table-
that you set
Yeah,
up.
Oh,
the
thank
table
you.
that
Looked
Shannon
exactly
made
like
was the table. Yeah.
I did not. That was a total coincidence. I did not even think
Yeah.
about it. I just was like,
say that.
gold is pretty.
So
oh
you
yeah,
did
I
it
did it
right on
all-
purpose.
Totally
Yes.
on purpose.
Yep. And that was a real turkey on the table.
Nope. And
Yeah.
it was not a turkey. It was
It
a
wasn't even a turkey.
It's a foam duck.
It was
Wow.
weird.
Roasted. Don't ask me where I found that. But yeah, how'd you think it went? Anything that didn't make it into the message? What'd you think?
Yeah, I was grateful to not be in a money series.
Yeah.
You know, I know you have to have those conversations, but that was the main piece.
It was a
I
good
love-
series though.
It was a good series, and Johnny did really well, and it was a good series.
You
But
did.
you know, it's a sensitive topic for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and so I had a lot of great conversations with people after the series about it. But I was very grateful to be in a Christmas series, and I love this idea, the table. You know, just doing man. There's so many table moments that Jesus had.
Yeah.
That every week it's going to be like, man, I wish I could have done that. I wish I could have added that. I wish, you know, this week in particular, we talked about, you know, the call of Matthew, and
Levi.
I wish Levi Matthew, Levi Matthew, Levi Matthew,
The same person.
the same guy. I wish I could have talked more about the calling of the other disciples,
Yeah.
because I think their call is also really powerful and really important, and speaks to all of us as well. I wish I could have gone a little bit further into Matthew and like how The Chosen depicted him with him having autism or something like that.
Yeah.
It was funny. I had a lady come up to me right after first service, I think, and she actually lives in Virginia and works for The Chosen, and so she was like super grateful that I said something that about like, hey, I'm not saying that The Chosen is like the gospel or anything.
Right.
She's like, people judge us and think that like that's what we're doing. We're not. We're just trying to lead people to Jesus. And so she was very grateful for that. But it was fun to like talk to somebody that kind of knows behind the scenes of some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I wish I could have gone more into why they depicted him that way, and some of the core pieces of just kind of his personality and stuff like that. But my son has autism, so he's in the room. So I don't really want to go too much into detail. He's becoming more aware of what I say. So I want to protect him. And, so yeah, I think
That's awesome.
it would have been cool to go into more of the calling stories and then more into Matthew as well. But, did what felt like God was saying. So
I thought it was really great. I love the series too, for just the fact that I know Christmas can be a hard season for people. I mean, we often talk about like the Christmas magic, but I just think this idea that like there is a table prepared for you and it's beautiful, and we don't ever think about probably like when we get to heaven, but that table is going to be the coolest table you've ever been sat at
I'm
your
going to
life.
eat so much in heaven.
I know, like
I'm going to eat.
and not gain a pound.
Not-
and not gain
a
anyway.
pound.
It's like my dream. But yeah, so just this idea of like you are welcomed and you are invited, and it's beautiful and it's special and it's meaningful. Like I think it's going to be a really good series. I'm excited for the
I think
other
so too.
for the other
Yeah, I'm very excited about this weekend.
weeks. Speaking of the Christmas season, as we enter into the Christmas season, what usually comes to your mind first, both personally and spiritually? When you think about Christmas.
There's a lot to do. For us, it's we were in our staff meeting, we were looking at the next month, and it's like, all right, this weekend got date night, we got a men's breakfast, we got a house party, staff Christmas party. Next week is this, and there's a lot, which is good because it's a time where people are checking church out, and we want to make opportunities for people, but it is a lot. And so, but, not to make like it's a lot of work the first thing, but there's a lot
going
in
on
the season.
It's busy.
Yeah. So that's one of the first things that comes to mind for me.
For me, I kind of feel like the Grinch. So growing up, we had all these traditions that we had growing up, and my parents get divorced, and my mom does the best that she could to keep some of those traditions. But I just didn't really care about Christmas.
Yeah.
Like it didn't believe in Jesus. We never ever went to church at Christmas that I recall. I remember going once, maybe twice at Easter, but not ever at Christmas. So that it was never connected to just Jesus, this Jesus guy. So like I become a believer, and Christmas is like a massive deal for Christians.
It is.
And I'm like, I just don't feel it. And Sarah's like the biggest Christmas person. It's why we put up stuff on November 1st. She's like the biggest Christmas person. And so for years of our marriage, it was like slogging for me, like just like trying to walk through mud when it came to Christmas time, because I just didn't really care.
Yeah.
Even like being a pastor and knowing like there's a big time and all, like that's great. Christmas Eve is awesome.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't care about. Like I didn't care. I never wanted to go look at lights, or I hated Christmas music. I mean, the guys here can tell you, like Aaron especially. I'm like, the less Christmas songs you do, the better. That's not my attitude now. That's why I feel like at the Grinch, like my heart has grown. It's multiplied a few times. And man, I love Christmas now. And so I often think of that every Christmas, like many times during the Christmas season. Like, man, how did I change? It took years. Sarah can tell you it took years. But, just her and seeing the joy of her, seeing the joy of my kids. And then just trying to like change my mindset to like from it is busy. I mean, it's really busy, not just work stuff, but then you add in all the parties and all the things that are going on, the recitals and the band concerts and all the different things that are happening. It is very busy, but I tried now, like, I have such a huge heart of gratitude toward this season. I love it. I love every aspect of it, and so I partake in all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Sarah's like, "Let's go look. Cool. Let's go look at lights. Let's drive around. Let's do whatever it is." Whereas even like 5 years ago, it was not the case.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. Yeah, Christmas for me was always something that, like, my mom went really big at Christmas because she grew up a Jehovah's Witness, and so she didn't get to celebrate it as a kid. So when she was an adult, like, Christmas was a huge deal, but it was almost too big. Like, I felt very overwhelmed, and she would buy a ton of presents that, like, nobody needed, and you just were like, this is excess, this is too much, but she would not listen because she just loved it so much. And so I always had this, like, weird mixed emotions around Christmas. But I feel like once we had kids, and, like, now my kids are almost teenagers, and they get so excited about the traditions. So like, they still love, they're like, are we baking Christmas cookies this year? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, they're not tired of it, you know, like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, are we watching Christmas movies? Like, we have all these different traditions, and they still want to do them. And I'm like, yeah, I love that. Like, let them be kids for as long as possible and have that wonder, and that, like, Christmas is so magical and amazing. So, but it is very busy. Like, that's usually what comes to my mind when I think about, I'm like, oof. Especially as a mom,
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna, okay, wait, just
Say it.
You guys might not understand.
Sure.
But I bet there will be some other women who are gonna be like, like, I feel like I am the maker of Christmas magic.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like,
do you sprinkle snow from the rooftops?
Do you
No,
bite the
but, like-
cookie and drink the milk and all of it?
I mean, yes, like I used to. My kids know Santa's not real anymore.
What?
But,
Wait, what?
Shannon.
oh,
What?
disclaimer,
I
if there's
can-
any
Oh my
kids
gosh.
listening.
Can I pause you? I got a text from
This is hilarious.
Oh no.
I got a text from one of my kids' kindergarten teacher
Oh no.
asking us to please speak with our child about not spoiling Santa for the other children.
I think the text said Isaac is
Ruin
ruining
Christmas.
Christmas for a bunch of kindergartners.
Yep.
Or he's speaking truth.
Listen.
What? Yeah.
Don't lie to your kids.
That's a
And
great way
I'm
to look
kidding.
at it.
I'm kidding. We can talk. We can talk about it. Sorry,
Oh,
go
can
on.
we please have a whole podcast
on.
on that?
Let's go.
We told Ryland, to be fair to Ryland, he was young because Avo's older, and
Yeah.
we just told them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Poor Ryland.
He still brings it up.
Sure.
We devastated him. Like,
Yeah.
we caused trauma. He was like, you
Yeah.
lied to me.
Yep.
And he's still like, you told me in like second grade that Santa wasn't real. Like,
Yeah.
I could have kept
That's
going.
old enough.
Abigail got mad in retrospect. Like, we've never done it. It's just, and we could, you know, it's a whole other conversation. It's just always been like some kids believe this. It's okay. And we explain who Santa was. I think it was last year. She got mad that she was never allowed to believe in Santa. She was like upset as if we had like taken it from her.
Oh
and
my
it was just
gosh,
like,
she would. That's
yeah,
funny.
I was just like, sorry. Like, I guess, I don't know.
So I'm glad I'm sitting in between y'all because we landed right in the middle.
Okay.
So Sarah told our kids about Santa.
Yeah.
And I did not.
Okay.
So they were like, well, Dad, what about Santa? And I'm like, I am not letting some old fat dude take credit for the money that I spent on your presents. Sorry.
But that sounds so much like you. That does not
Oh my
surprise
gosh!
me at all.
And I had a buddy that he was an atheist. I was like, "Why are you an atheist?" He's like, "Because my parents told me about the Easter Bunny, they told me about Santa,
Hilarious.
and they told me about Jesus, and they lied about the other. So why not about Jesus?" Well, I think that's a little extreme.
It's a little extreme. There's some truth to it.
There's some
maybe.
truth to it, but it's a
Yeah.
little extreme. So
Wow.
we're driving one time, and Sarah, like, we'll be in the car, and not now, but like back, years ago, she would be like, "Santa's real," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Guys, he's not. Like, I'm Santa."
Yeah.
And so literally, I say, "I'm Santa," and Dad goes, "Yeah." My wife goes, "Yeah, Dad. Like, where's your beard?" I'm like, "Not the
You're like-
fat
you're
stomach.
like, I don't
not
look
the-
like Santa."
Not like
beard.
just
Yeah,
the beard.
just the beard.
That's what made it stand apart. Like,
He's
clearly,
like,
you're
you
not
can't
Santa.
grow one, so, you know, you must not be
So
Santa.
true. Oh, so that's funny. Yeah. So you guys went no. You guys went
Yeah.
yes. We went right in the middle.
That is amazing.
We never made it
See?
a big thing. It was,
Yeah. We did the same thing. Well, I did the same thing. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
here's Saint Nick, and here's
Yeah.
what he did, and
yeah.
I think we
But-
made it too good. Like, we made it a big deal. We made it a big thing. And that's why Ryland was so
then you
devastated.
ripped that
I
dream
just
away from him.
I did.
Man.
And he did look, when we had that conversation, he was like, does this mean the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny aren't real either?
Welcome
Are you
to
them
the
too?
real world.
And I was like,
Yeah.
and he just cried.
Yeah.
oh, poor
So
guy.
it was awful. It was awful. So I don't know. Do with that what you'd want to. But
I think Isaac is like ignoring the truth because like he's about to lose a tooth. He's got a loose tooth. And he said the other day something about maybe the tooth fairy will bring him $1. And I didn't say it at the time, but I'm like, this dude knows the tooth fairy's not real. Like, Abigail has lost many teeth.
He's I'm naming and claiming
and we
it.
still we have still given Abigail money, but it's like the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
But Isaac said it as if it was real, and I just kind of looked at him like, this dude is like fully choosing to live in make believe land.
He's
So
like,
what would
I'm
you
gonna be
do if
Delulu.
at church we just all started going up to him and being like,
Yeah.
hey man, that tooth spot, come out, tooth fairy,
Yeah,
Tooth
Mike,
fairy.
Mike absolutely did that to Abigail
Yes.
one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abigail recently
now we
lost,
know our mission, people.
Yeah,
Yep.
Abigail recently lost a tooth at church. Jenny said it was the first kid to have ever done that in kids
Really?
ministry for
Wow.
her.
That's cool.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to
back to
we got
Christmas.
a little
Yeah,
Sure.
little
that
off.
was
All right.
definitely
Sorry,
not on
my
there.
fault.
So Christmas is we've established a very busy time of year. What personal family rhythms do you establish to help you kind of navigate the business and the chaos? Like what helps you stay grounded? Oh, we gotta think about
For
this.
us, we try to do this year round. So I don't think there's anything that we add in this time of year
That's
because
good.
we try to be very protective of our time, very protective of how many nights out we are, what's going on in their school, church, all that stuff. So I can't think of anything that we like add in this season we add a lot. We had some things personally, for our family, for ourselves individually, but I don't think there's anything, I can't think of anything that we add to try to protect against the busyness because I think, people will be like,
You've just
Ernest, I know you're so
established that
busy.
rhythm, yeah.
Well, and I'm like, everybody's busy.
Yeah.
Like you make your busyness, you choose the lifestyle that you have. And there's all kinds of stuff pulling at us all seasons of the year.
Yeah.
So for us, we just try to maintain that throughout. But I mean, if you guys have stuff, let me know because I don't mind adding things.
We're very similarly structured throughout the year. We try to, within the structure we already have, we add like little, I'll call them silly. They're not silly, but just like, this is a different thing that we do. One that was my wife's idea and I love it. It's going to sound like nothing to people, but I love it. We go get Sonic and we go look at Christmas lights and we
Yeah.
eat the Sonic in the car as we're looking at Christmas lights. It's awesome.
Great.
It's like, I love Sonic. It's great. We don't eat there very often. Looking forward to it. We have a regular date night rhythm, but we try to do like we're going to spend some money and go to a nice place right before Christmas. It's like counter programming for me
Yeah.
of like, no matter what's going on, this night we got a babysitter who's going to put the kids to bed. We can stay out as late as we want. We're going to go somewhere and eat a really good dinner. We're getting that molcajete from Los Dos.
That what?
Molcajete. You don't know about molcajete? All right, we'll talk.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the big volcano bowl thing.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, well, it's
Is it
delicious.
chocolate?
No,
No.
it sounds no. You get to choose a different sauce, and they put meats and cheeses and whatever in there. It's like fajitas, but in this.
It's like a
gigantic-
stone bowl, like a
yeah. It's a
like
volcano rock bowl.
What is it? A mortal and
Mortar and pestle.
there
Yeah,
you go. That's what I
yeah.
was trying to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's just a huge one. And so anyway, that's our plan for this year. And so we try to we'll figure out when we do the lights thing with the kids, and then we'll figure out when we do this big date night right before our Christmas services. Again, counter programming, just like put all that aside, focus on each other. We do the advent calendars, like the kids got it at church on Sunday. I was thinking about that yesterday, and I try to say yes more in the Christmas season than I would say no. The kids, it's like Isaac came home with half a donut from school yesterday. It was like, can I eat this for my snack? And I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And he's like, can I have my advent chocolate? And I was like, yes. Why don't we wait a few minutes on that one though? And so little things like that. Can we have hot chocolate today? Yeah, sure. Why not? There was another one that came to mind for me that I forgot.
Enjoyed the advent calendar, by the way, because I realized on Sunday my kids are too old. They don't just get one anymore.
Yeah, they have to go ask for it and
Very
find it.
well.
Yeah.
My Waverly was like, "Well, Dad, I
Steal
can
it.
still get one. I'm sure I can ask."
Yeah.
and I'm like, "No, I'll just be bitter."
Just yeah, sure.
I'm gonna get her an advent
people in
calendar.
the main service. Yeah.
It's chocolate. It's chocolate. I love
Yeah.
chocolate.
There was another one. I forget what it was. It's just little things like that we try to figure out. Like, how can we make the season different while still keeping we're not going to add a whole bunch of stuff because there is stuff that's already added if you're not careful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that's us too. So we just have our traditions that we really try to make time for. And even Christmas Eve, because obviously I'm newer to staff. So we have we used to do like a big Christmas Eve thing, but now I'm here. And so it's
You're
like,
welcome.
yeah,
This is even bigger.
I'm happy to be here. It's great. But so for my kids, like I'd still having to navigate like, okay, well, we can still do something special.
Yeah.
It just might look different.
Yeah.
But so, and they're really understanding and
Yeah.
like, it's totally fine. But yeah, I just think keeping those traditions are really important. And then trying to slow down too, like trying to make time for rest. And like, we have what we call like veg days where we just like literally like, we're not leaving the house today. We're just hanging out, staying in your pajamas, like incorporate those like a couple in this month because
Yeah.
we need them. And it feels
Yeah.
really nice to get that kind of a breather. But speaking of traditions, real quick, favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh. Elf. No, let me take it back. Christmas Story.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
What's the one where the guy was Santa Claus and he killed all those people?
What?
Yeah, it was like last year.
Came out
Bad-
last year. Oh, the
Bad
guy from
Santa?
Stranger Things.
No, not Bad Santa.
No.
That's even
I've
worse.
never even seen it.
What was
It's
that
not
called?
that one, by the way.
No.
I mean, Elf is
That one
probably
was
the most
called Silent
quoted.
Night. by the
Yeah.
way.
Silent Night,
Silent
yeah.
Night, yeah.
Probably the most quoted in our house is
Elf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Die
Are you gonna
Hard
answer
is
it?
best.
I am gonna answer it.
Okay.
This is a newer one. It came out in 2018, but I have watched it every year since, which is the animated Grinch.
I love
you
the
seen-
animated
Yeah, that's a
Grinch.
good one.
I cry
For me, it's
every
Christmas
time.
Story, Elf, and animated Grinch.
Yes,
It
I
is, yeah.
literally cry at the end of it.
It's great.
every single time. If you have not watched it,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It's the one movie that when my kids are like, "Can we watch this?" for the 100th time, I'm like, "Yeah, sure, put
Yeah,
it on."
yeah.
Because it's I just
so
love
cute.
It.
Yeah.
Wyatt only likes the, is it Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
He only likes that Grinch.
No.
That's yeah.
He watched it 3 times last week.
Oh gosh.
He loves it.
Man.
That's so funny. I would say Christmas Story would probably be
Yeah.
the next one, but
I watched it every year growing up. It was,
Mm-hmm.
the 24 hours they did on TNT or TBS, whatever it was.
yeah.
Yeah, when it would start, put it on, and not leave the TV on for 24 hours, but every time I was home for that 24 hours, I'd turn the TV on and be like,
Hey, yeah.
it's at that part again, or whatever. So
Does
yeah.
Rocky count as a Christmas movie?
No. Neither does
got
Die
Chris-
Hard.
Yes, it does.
Well,
And Rocky has Christmas in it.
Batman Returns takes place at Christmas. That's a Christmas movie.
Can I ask a different question
Okay.
about Christmas traditions?
Okay.
Were there any traditions that you grew up with that had to change when you got married because your spouse did it differently? And I'll answer
Oh,
while you go.
this reminded me of the tradition I forgot earlier. So something the Janus family grew up with is, I don't know how it started. I'd have to ask. They have a stack of Christmas books that when their kids were growing up every year, December 1st through I think the end of the month, maybe it stopped on Christmas Day. I don't remember. They would read one page of each book progressing through the month. So day 1, page 1 of
Wow.
every book. Day 2, page 1 and 2 of every book. And we're talking probably only 4, 5, 6 books, something like that. And so when
and short books.
Yeah.
ish, yeah.
Okay.
So when I became friends with my wife's brothers and started hanging out with them, I would be around for the Christmas season. It's like, it's Christmas book time. And we'd all sit around for her dad to read the Christmas books and then sing a Christmas carol, blah, blah, blah. And so we've picked that up with our kids. I was thinking about it yesterday because we started last night. I was thinking about, not to progress us at all towards Advent discussions, but it is kind of like a waiting practice of like, today we're reading this page. And my kids they wrestle with that every year of like, but what about another? And I'm like, nope, it's day 3. We're reading 3 pages. That's what we're doing. And so it's just this really interesting, like, anticipation thing every
like
day.
They're frustrated, but also excited.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's one that we do every year.
Any that you had to change?
I can't think of
Honestly,
any.
I feel bad for Brandon because I didn't change anything. He
I
just
don't think
he just
Sarah did either.
integrated
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
all of
I
my
was similar
traditions.
to you where like Christmas was just not a big deal for me. And so I came into our marriage just like, yeah, Christmas. And so I just sort of adopted everything. It was like, yeah, cool. What do you want to do? Sounds good. So
Well, my only issue that I had was our family opened all Christmas presents Christmas Eve.
oh man.
And
No.
then we had-
Monsters.
Absolutely
Absolutely
not.
not.
No, it was amazing.
No.
because listen,
No.
Then Santa brought Christmas presents the next morning.
Oh man.
So we had a ton of presents Christmas Eve and then a ton of presents on Christmas Day. But
Were they wrapped or unwrapped
they were unwrapped Christmas Day.
Okay.
from Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
because
we did.
He
He
doesn't
never
take time
wrapped
to wrap them.
presents.
No, he just throws them in his little satchel thing.
Yeah.
Mine were
and-
always set out really nicely.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a
That's
display.
how we
he
would
took
do
time
it.
for that. He also always ate the brownies or the cookies or whatever we made him. But
There
that
was
was
one
the
year
only
Santa
one.
took like 5 hours to build a dollhouse. At our
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's terrible.
I'm telling you, when you work in the ministry world,
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Oh my
Isaac literally
gosh.
he said yesterday, Jano started wrapping presents and he was like, no, you have to wait until the day before Christmas. And I was like, no,
Nobody
you don't.
has time.
Not
Absolutely
even
not.
chance. You get home at like 9.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're
No.
staying up to like
I've
2.
done it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was.
I already have all of the kids' stuff bought.
Yeah.
I'm planning on wrapping it like in
I try to be done
this next weekend.
completely done the day before whatever our first services are. So the 22nd this year, I'm trying to be done. Usually it's the 23rd. I try to absolutely no wrapping, nothing on the 24th
It's
because
too
it's
crazy.
I
wild.
usually forget
terrible.
Sarah's stocking.
Oh yeah, me too. I
So
do.
the 24th, I'm like,
Yeah.
is CVS still
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I do too.
Sarah, if you're
Yeah.
listening,
Oh, she knows.
Oh yeah, I do the same
She
thing.
knows. I'm sorry.
For
oh
sure.
my goodness. No,
However-
I'm sure my husband, we'll see if he remembers my stocking
Her
this year.
stocking already has something in it.
There you go.
I said, babe,
Oh.
don't look in there because it already has something in it. So
Mm-hmm.
I bought her something last
That
March
would
for her
absolutely
stocking.
torture me. You could not do that to me.
The other day she was like, I looked in it. I was like, no, you didn't. She said, no, I didn't. she loves surprises.
I have
so.
zero self-control and I'm terrible at surprises. I'm really bad too. When I buy a gift that I know someone's going to love, I'm like, do you want your gift?
Oh my gosh, that's Waverly. Can I tell you? Can I give it to you now?
I'm so excited to give it. But yeah, anyway. All right, moving on. With so many distractions this time of year and the busyness and the chaos, we haven't really talked about this. What helps you keep Jesus at the center of it all? Because I think it is very easy to lose focus on that with everything going on.
Yeah. I think like we said already with margin and rhythms and stuff, I think as much as I can keep my regular rhythms, Sabbath, daily time, no change to that. It just, not only is it just good for life, it helps me in the season. And I've got a different book I'm trying with some prayers, some pre-written prayers and psalms and stuff like that this year. That's jury's still out on if I'm liking it or loving it. It's helpful right now because my brain is mush and I'm just like, I'm gonna pray these prayers. I'm not sure it's a thing I'll do long term, but it's stuff like that where I'm like,
Yeah.
the alarm's still going off at the same time. I'm not gonna, I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm sleeping in. No, I'm still getting up, still going to the gym. I'm still whatever. That way I just stay as steady as I can because it's, the Eugene Peterson, it's a long obedience in the same direction to
Yeah.
me. And so
That's
as
a great
much
book,
as
by the
I
way.
can say what?
So that's a great book, by the way.
Yeah. I haven't read it. I said, yeah, like I've read it. I've never read it.
That's good.
I can let you borrow it.
Yeah, I think I have it. Actually, it's on the shelf. I just never have. So to me, it's how much can I stay steady and faithful? And there are other things, little stuff with Advent and traditions. I mean, not traditions, Advent meditations and prayers and stuff like that. I try to add in when I can, but I'm I try to be a very simple person. So as much as I can just stay the course is helpful for me.
Yeah, I would say very similarly. I don't change a whole lot with my rhythms.
Yeah.
And seeking after him. I will say that like one of the things that I add in this time is our decorations. I mean, like the centerpiece is the nativity scene, and I walk by it every day, look at it every day, and I love it. Like it's my favorite thing that
You
we
brought
have.
it, right?
Yeah, Sarah has been telling me for 4 years that the church needs to buy one because I use it every year, and I always drop a piece, and then an angel breaks or something always breaks on it. So, yeah, I probably need a different one because I actually am going to be using it this Sunday.
Hilarious.
But yeah, she's like, you need to buy a different one. The church needs to buy it because mine's broken now. But I love that piece, and then even we light a lot of candles this time of year. And the candle is a big deal to me, and focusing on Jesus is kind of a Sabbath type thing for me. So I think the candles and the nativity scene and some of the other decorations we have are
Kinda what you
even our tree topper. Like it's kind of funny. Sarah loves Santa and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's Santa going around a big star. So it's like Jesus and Santa. You know,
combined.
Santa
we got
revolves
both.
around.
That's
Jesus.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Light.
So
Does your topper
all
always
that stuff.
lean? I can't ever get mine straight. It always.
I don't put a topper on my tree.
Whoa.
What?
No. Yeah, it doesn't
What do
have
you do?
topper.
A bow?
I don't do anything.
Wow.
Our lights just go all the way
I
up,
think
and
we
I have.
need to cut off this conversation.
Sorry.
soon.
I mean, I support it. I actually asked
I also-
last weekend, could we just not put something on top? And the look I
No
got.
way.
It's
Yeah.
always crooked, and
Yeah.
that drives me absolutely
'Cause
insane.
We have a fake tree, and the like branch thing that's supposed to
wait,
sit
your
on.
fake tree tilts?
Yeah.
No,
The
but like
topper makes the.
I don't know. What it's like a stump that you have to put the topper
Yeah.
on, but it doesn't fit. It just
Never.
like leans
Never.
over, and
Yep.
so
Okay, so I zip tie mine.
zip ties.
Yeah. I have like a little bar on it, and it
Yeah.
goes
Oh,
down
smart.
some of the tree.
Okay.
And then zip tie it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't ever lean.
I also
Okay.
haven't found a topper that I'm like, yes, I love that,
Sure.
and I want it on top of my tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my tree is every time we go anywhere on vacation, like we grab an ornament from that place. And so my tree is just full of like memories and things that the kids have made. And so it's all very mismatched, which I love, but it's just not like, I have not found a topper that is worthy enough for the top
So
of my tree.
Worthy.
we had a tree one year that well, same thing. We have
Yeah.
all of our ornaments from
Yeah.
kids' first Christmas,
Yep.
all that stuff. And we were like, let's go cut down a tree. We hadn't done that. Like we'd been here like 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
Like let's go cut down a tree. Well, I didn't know the rules, and then we cut down a very large
Was this
tree.
the legendary tree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got a
And,
name.
So
well,
our ceilings in that house were pretty high.
Yeah.
And we still had to cut off like 3 feet once we got it to the house.
Gosh, Clark.
And so then I had to put anchors into the floorboards and like to keep it in. Well, something happened and one night we hear bam. And I mean, baby's first Christmas ornaments, destroy all kinds of stuff.
it was also
Gone.
no offense, the ugliest tree
It was
I've ever
awesome.
seen.
It's exactly
There
what
were,
you want.
there
What
were
do you-
like 6 foot gaps between
Oh,
branches.
man. It was awesome.
So
It
ugly,
was so
dude.
amazing.
That's
That was
great.
probably the same year we had a magician come and do our Christmas
That's,
party. You missed a lot over the years,
that's okay.
Shannon.
That's okay. I'm the one in charge of the Christmas parties now. They're
There's
great.
a reason for that.
No,
Rude.
no, I'm sure they were fabulous.
Oh, yeah,
I've
they were
only
amazing.
heard wonderful things about them.
Oh, yes, you have, I'm sure.
Oh man, I lost where we were at.
It's okay.
What were you talking about?
Traditions you were talking about.
Oh, I was
the
talking
focus
about
on
what keeps Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This podcast is sponsored by Mad Greens, by the way.
Yeah.
we
there
love
you
it. Mad Greens, you can sponsor us if you want.
Yeah, I
to.
would love that. That's great.
No, I think for me, I actually I haven't done like traditional. I don't do traditional Advent because I'm not like a person that's going to light a candle every day or anything like that. But I did want to do something this year, and so I have like a it's kind of an Advent thing that's like praying psalms also, and it's just asked like you pray a psalm and then you ask a reflection question for yourself, and so I've just been journaling that. And I think that has really just because I wanted to keep my mind in the Christmas spirit, thinking about Jesus coming. I love the idea of already and not yet and living in that tension and just reminding myself like, yeah, this is an okay place to be. And I think Christmas in and of itself is tension a little bit. Don't even say it.
My gosh.
I'm not going to say it.
You accidentally said it at the third service on Sunday.
No, it wasn't me. It was Ashley.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even me. I wasn't going to say it at the third service.
On stage?
Yeah,
I
with
think
the
I
elders.
missed the 8th and
Yeah.
The 8 o'clock, I
Oh, that's
accidentally
why
said
at
it.
11.
And then
Yeah.
the 9:30 Waverly was sitting in there. So I was like,
You gotta
let's
do
go
it.
for it.
You gotta do it.
She was very embarrassed.
That's amazing. I love
But then the 11, he didn't say it until the elders thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been here for 6-7
Oh,
years.
I did say
Yeah.
it. And then Ash
Yeah.
was like, 6-7.
You
I'm like,
did.
oh, no.
You
Yeah.
did. That's hilarious. Anyway, so we've been talking about, we've kind of been throwing it around, but many churches and families do observe Advent. How would you describe the purpose of Advent to someone who's unfamiliar with it?
I brought a resource.
Look at you.
I
We knew you were going to.
Yeah. Somebody actually emailed me yesterday and was like, hey, do you have anything? And I sent a pretty decent list of stuff. If anybody wants to email me, I'll send you what I found.
Johnny Sharp at frontrange.org.
Sure. I wasn't going to put that out there on the internet. I was going to make them work for it. I'm
His
kidding.
phone number is 843
Oh, whoa.
692
I don't have an 843 anymore.
1152.
This is a.
We don't know whose number you
No,
just
we
said.
don't.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Don't call
call
that
that.
number. This is, I printed a blog. I am that person.
Who goes to blogs anymore?
Exactly. No, it's a
Who
Substack.
prints stuff anymore?
Exactly.
Exactly.
This
He said
from,
no, it's a Substack.
It is a Substack. That's basically the new blog place. This is from Glenn Packiam. He's a pastor in California now. He used to be at New Life. And so just a couple lines from this blog, which I can link anybody to. He says, Advent as a season is meant to make the journey toward Christmas full of meaning. It's meant to put us in touch with our deepest longings and greatest hopes. It's meant to teach us to bring all our desires together on one object, Christ. While Christmas as a season properly, according to the traditional church calendar, begins on December 25th and goes 12 days. Yes, there's a song about that. Until January 6th. Advent is all about the build up to it. It begins the fourth Sunday before Christmas and takes us right up to the glorious celebration of the incarnation. And then this paragraph I loved. When you journey through Advent to Christmas, you begin to see Jesus more fully. You recognize that his incarnation, that is him being formed in flesh, created or born as a man, his incarnation was the beginning of the redemption of the world, and that his return is the completion of it. Advent pulls those two moments together. It overlays the joy of his arrival as a helpless babe with the hope of his appearing as a conquering king. Both arrivals are anticipated in celebrating Advent. So I thought that was a really
that's such a good
really solid way of just sort of summarizing and encapsulating like kind of what this is about. Because I grew up Methodist. I'm sure Advent was a big deal. I never paid attention to it. We did the candles, the 4 candles, 5 actually.
It can be 4 or 5.
Yes, yeah. But like growing into adulthood, going to a non-denominational church, we evangelicals, we like tossed a lot of that stuff out. We don't really do much with it anymore. But I think there's a lot of really cool stuff that can be found in the meaning of that. And so I thought that was a really good way of putting it all together. So
yeah.
I don't remember what your actual question was.
I just wanted to share like,
yeah.
Well, how would you do, like, what would be the purpose of Advent?
Yeah. So I kind of said it with the book reading earlier, that idea of waiting, or I think longing is actually, it means more to me right now, a longing for where we're at today, the return of Jesus. But it also connects us with Jews before Jesus, the longing for a Messiah. And then it reminds us of what this season is all about, Jesus being born. And then, like it says there, we're sitting in this now and not yet, where Jesus was born, he lived, he died, he will come again. And so we're in that sort of waiting, longing space. I think it's a really interesting thing.
Rose again, and will come again.
Yeah, for
Sorry.
sure. Yes, yeah.
Just wanted to
Thanks. Yeah, clarify the gospel for us. For sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't have Johnny preach anymore.
Yep.
You just were like, he died, he will come again. I'm like,
Yeah, he
wait.
died.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a really important event that
Yeah,
happened.
there's kind of a big deal. Yeah, one of the other holidays.
Yeah.
The whole resurrection thing. Yeah.
No biggie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Just like, just the beauty of the fact that like there was this longing and this waiting and this anticipation, and it comes, and yet there was still a 9-month period where Jesus was knit in Mary's womb, and like he did not like skip any of that. You know, he didn't skip being a baby and growing up,
Diapers,
and
none of it,
all of it, and like just the beauty and the humbleness of that, and I even think like you're waiting and you're longing, and something amazing happened, and it was so unexpected. And I think, even the song Silent Night, like it was a quiet night. He was born in a manger. Like, how many things are we waiting and longing for this big expectant God to do this big expectant thing? What if it's like a small quiet moment in our lives that is life-changing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some thoughts.
Yeah.
That's good.
But anyway, that's a little bit on Advent. Actually, thinking about the holiday season, it can be one of the most spiritually rich times in church life. You often call Christmas Eve the Super Bowl a little bit. What are some unique joys you've experienced in ministry this time of year?
I mean, I think we say this quite often, that this time and Easter are the two times where people are most open to an invitation to church. And so when you share that, and then people, they are thinking that way as far as their friends and people being open, so they do invite. So getting to watch people see that God can use their invitation to encourage people, and then obviously when you see that life change, there's nothing better. I mean, like that's why we do all the services. I mean, that's, we're doing 6 services excluding Jingle Jam. Jingle Jam is its own separate. So really 7 services. We already have with Jingle Jam, we have 850 or so
Yeah.
already have gotten tickets. Like that's amazing.
crazy.
So for many people, that's without getting a mailer, that's without seeing a yard sign, that's without us inviting. So to see what God is going to do, it's really special.
Yeah.
And then for us, we do Love in Action, and that's it's not Christmas, but it's around Christmas time. And part of the reason why we do it this time of year is because there are so many needs and there's so much hurt and pain that for us to be able to step in
Yeah.
and say, hey, we can be a part of doing something for somebody, and then seeing the church just do that, like, man, I don't know, there's nothing better.
Yeah, we were talking even today about how many people are registered to do the Love and Action Week stuff, and
Yeah.
like that is so cool. It's
amazing.
I think
It's
that's so cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's similar. For me, the Christmas season at our church is our opportunity to show people who we are, but all of who we are, the best of who we are, Love and Action being part of it. We decorate, we try to have just the excellence factor super high. And then, like Christmas Eve services, we give away every dollar that people give.
Yeah.
And so it's our opportunity to really we've been given this amazing opportunity where people are checking things out, and then it's our privilege, our responsibility to say, let's do the absolute best we can to be our best, to do our best. Snacks and decorations and the bathrooms and every bit of it is thought through and considered and talked about, and down to like, all right, well, what are we giving first time guests for Christmas Eve and all that kind of stuff. And it to me is just like when we call it the Super Bowl, it's not just the number of people.
No, yeah.
It's because we are doing everything we can.
Yeah, we're
to
putting
do the best we can.
all of our effort.
Yeah,
in.
and then you see people. The joke is you see people at Christmas and Easter sometimes, and like it's true.
Yeah.
People come once or twice a year. For me, when it sticks, it's all worth it.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter that
Yeah.
once or twice. Like
Yeah.
that could be the one.
It could be the one. Yeah.
There was literally a couple there this weekend that I've seen pretty consistently for, I don't know, maybe call it 4 months. They've been coming to our church for years. If I said their name, you would know exactly who they are. And they're mainly Christmas and Easter people. And something has just changed recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's it. I
just
also
clicks.
think, like what you were talking about, you add in all the events that are happening around town.
Yeah.
People, our building is being used by multiple
Yeah, I love that
outside
too.
groups. So you have all these new people coming in for Christmas Eve services, but also for the dance group this Saturday, FCA last night, a thing a couple weeks ago. Like
Yeah.
you have all these people coming in for the first time, many of them probably stepping in church for a first time.
Yeah.
And definitely into our church for the first time. And we get to put our best foot forward and be
Yeah,
like,
so we have
this
to
is
think
what it
about,
looks like.
hey, these high school kids are going to use the bathroom at some point. What announcement is going to be in front of them when
Yeah.
they go to the bathroom? Like just all the little things
Little
that I
details.
think make
Yeah.
the difference.
Yep.
So
I mean, it's for me too. Like I love hosting. I love hosting parties and get-togethers, and so it's like this is this is our opportunity to host, right? Like we
Yeah,
get to
it's
be good
true.
hosts, and we get to be welcoming and inviting, and like when someone comes over for the first time, like usually you clean your house and you make it look awesome, and you go the extra mile because you really want to like show them like, hey, you are welcomed here. Like
I
we're
care
so
enough
excited.
about you to do
Yes,
this.
exactly. And so I think that that's really cool.
Yeah.
Why do you think people are more open to visiting church around this time of year than any other?
I think in many ways it's probably tradition. There are people I've met that their family hasn't been to church in generations. So I remember talking to a guy a little while back that for 4 generations no one's ever gone to church in his family. So there are those people. By far the majority, if you live in America,
Yeah.
somebody has been to church, and it's probably at Christmas or Easter.
Yeah.
So maybe they went as a kid, maybe they went with their grandmama, something like that, and there's that kind of sense of, I don't know, maybe it's family or it's just familiar or it brings back some memory of their childhood, and so there's that. But then I also think, man, that's a hard time of year for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If you lost a loved one in the last year or years,
Yeah.
right? If you recently got separated, you lost a relationship, you got divorced, your kid is struggling, you're struggling financially. This is a hard time of year because what you're told is that you need to put up lights, and put up the inflatables and put a smile on your face.
Be joyful.
And go out and be joyful to all the world. And that's maybe not where our heart is in this season. And so when you get to that place, you are most open, in my opinion, to change.
Yeah.
And if you don't have faith in your life, then you get to that place and you go, you know what? And then somebody comes along and they say, hey, man, you want to come to this? And you're like, I don't have anything to lose by coming there. So, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And then they come and you see lives change.
I think there's a big thing to say about the longing of hope.
Yeah.
And this is a season of hope. And you hear it, but if you're not feeling that hope, like, yeah, when you're desperate for it, you're gonna go find it where you think you can find it. And I think a lot of people at their core know there is hope in Jesus.
Yeah.
And so,
Or at least in faith.
or in faith, yeah.
Or at least in the friends that go to church.
Yeah.
They may not know that it's Jesus.
Yeah.
But I think that's why so many Christians, you remember years ago they were trying to take Christ out of Christmas type thing. It was like just nothing but happy holidays and all that stuff. And people were like up in arms about it. I think part of it is because of, like, as a believer, for the majority of people, this is a hard season.
Yeah.
And the true hope is in Christ. It's not in the lights. It's not in the decorations. It's not in the happy holidays. It is in Jesus.
Not in Santa?
It's not in Santa. Wait a sec. It's not in all these different things that we find it. It's only in Christ. And so it was a big deal because they were, he's taking Christ, whatever. And it's like, okay, no. First of all, no one can take Christ out of it.
No.
Like, he's here. This is his celebration. But I get it, because we long for hope and we look for it in these ways that are not providing it. And it's only Christ. So I think people are open because they go through the junk of life.
Yeah. Yeah, and that leads me to my next question. So we know the season can magnify loneliness and grief and mental health struggles are at the all-time high during this season. How does the church respond to people walking through these painful experiences?
We do what we can.
Yeah.
Whatever we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've had, over the last couple of weeks, several people reach out for help, mostly financial stuff. And, because of Love in Action, we've been able to go, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And, there's several people in our church having health struggles right now. It's like, all right, this guy fell and had surgery. Let's go to the hospital. So it's case by case, but it's like, what can we do? What do they need?
Yeah.
And I think as a part of that, in ministry, this is a busy time. We have to remember, though, that our planned schedules are not always God's schedule. And so, I don't think it's just for us in ministry. I think it's for every individual that is in our church and that calls themselves a follower of Jesus. I think that if you see yourself as a hope carrier, then your planned schedule needs to take a backseat to God's schedule, and God will bring somebody into your life at some point that needs a sense of encouragement, that needs, a lifting up. Like in a couple weeks, we're talking about Jesus providing at the table, like giving provision at the table. Well, what do we need?
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be a really good message for people, like that God's going to share with all of us. And I think that we just have to be open, like put our meetings aside if somebody walks in, like do what we need. If we can help financially, great. If, we've had suicides this time of year, so doing funerals, it's like, okay, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever convenient,
No.
But when you're caring about people and trying to care for people, then you just do that. You take every case by case and you step in where you can, and then you just let people know this is a safe place. I mean, I was just talking with a guy earlier and like, hey man, I want you to know, like, this is a safe place. Like, if anything, you and your wife are struggling, you're having mental health stuff, whatever it may be, like, this is safe.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I actually just, even this morning in my time, it's funny you said that, because in my prayer time with the Lord, I prayed, I'm like, I want my eyes to be open this season. Like, I don't want to be so fixated on what I have to get done and all the things that are going on that I miss people who maybe need something. Like, even if it's just sending somebody a text to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Like, I want the Lord, I want to be able to hear when he says, hey, this person, hey, you need to do this. Like, that kind of in tune, no matter what's happening. Because, it is busy, and I can't shirk on all the things that I have going on. I can't stop, work or kids and busy life. but I can still like hear the Lord even in the midst of it. So
Yeah, I think that's a really important piece. I think praying, God, put people on my heart that you may want me to be a voice of hope
Yeah.
or encouragement to. I pray that all throughout the year, but I amp that up this time of year because I know the loneliness, the hurt, the pain, the isolation, all of that. And so I amp it up this time of year. So like already, I mean, God's like, okay, contact this person, contact this person. I'm like,
that's
hey,
the
man,
thing
just
about
thinking
you
about
ask
you.
God, He's
Yeah.
going to answer.
Yeah, and it's most of the time, it's not me going over to their house and sitting
Yeah.
down for 5 hours, you
Yeah.
know? It's not, it's, man, thank you for thinking about me. That meant more than you know.
Yeah.
And they may not tell me what's going on. That's okay.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything like that you get back in return.
Right,
You're
exactly.
just doing it for them, and that's the point. And I think that's awesome. I know, like we were talking, what encouragement would you offer to someone listening right now who maybe feels isolated or overwhelmed during the holidays?
I would say fight every instinct or whatever is telling you to stay isolated. You got to be careful. I don't want you to pretend. I don't want you to fake, but I do think you have to sometimes fake it till you make it. Which
Yeah.
in
You have to take the next step.
in this context, I'm saying show up.
Yeah.
Come to ladies' night. Come to the men's breakfast. Come to the date night. Come to church. Serve. Like stick to what God is calling you
Yeah.
to do. You know, if you're connected, go to the community group, even if you don't feel like it. Show up to the Christmas party.
Sign up for Love in Action. Go caroling.
Yes,
Or
but show up honestly.
Yeah.
Show up as yourself.
Yeah.
Don't show up and pretend.
No, and
But like push yourself a little bit, because I believe and I hope it comes across that we have created a place that is safe for you to do that. That's the kind of place we want to create.
Yeah.
So, if you show up and you're like, I'm here, but I didn't want to be here. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Like, okay, sounds great.
yeah.
I'm with you. Like, I respect that. And I think that is helpful, I would
And
say.
I think the Lord can use that step of
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I love that 100% show up. I always say with that, like when you show up, you're allowing God to move.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to let God move in your life when you're not showing up.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is that you matter more than the person in the mirror is telling you. Like we look in the mirror and we say certain things to ourselves
Yep.
that usually are not kind, usually aren't the best things, and it's usually not what God says about us. This season is about God showing how deeply he cares about us. We only think about Easter being that time, like
Yeah.
he died on the cross and then he rose from the dead.
Yeah.
He did?
He did.
But Christmas
Spoiler
starts
warning.
it starts here. Like Jesus came as a baby. He didn't have to. God could have come any way that he wanted, and he came to, the Bible talks about, to be able to identify with us.
Yeah.
So we can be like, oh, yo, you know what you know the hunger,
Yeah.
you know the hurts, you know the loss. Like he knows it all. He has experienced it firsthand. And that is God's great love for us. And so God would say way more kind things to you than you say about yourself. So if you're struggling with isolation, with depression, with whatever it may be, my prayer is that you would hear directly from God what he says about you, not what you say about yourself.
I love that. What would you say to the person? Like I would say, I'll be honest, like I can be a little bit introverted, and it is very hard for me to invite people to church if I'm like, ooh, I don't know, like I don't want to make things awkward or uncomfortable. What would you say to those people like me who might be struggling, like they feel like they're supposed to invite somebody, but they're like, how do I do it? What do I say? I don't know. Like, how would you encourage them?
So this may stay with me.
Yeah.
In this, every time we pass by a wreck, we always pray for whoever's in the wreck. And we all pass by wrecks that you're like, that person probably didn't make it, or it's bad, And so we always use that opportunity to pray for them, pray for healing, pray that God would use the first responders, all of that stuff. And God, we pray that somehow right now that you would meet them where they are, so that if they do pass, they know you. Because I want my kids to know that this is a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
Like this, it is, inviting somebody to church is an eternity-changing opportunity. There is nothing else in life that we get to do that it changes an eternity. Nothing. I can serve you. I can, what, like anything that's great. But when it comes to eternity, it's only Jesus. And we get a chance to invite somebody to have that opportunity. So I'd say first, remember the bigger picture. And that's that God loves every human and is trying to draw every human. And he probably wants to use you to draw them. And so you get to help change somebody's eternity. Second, man, like we're so scared of rejection. And so that's why we don't do it.
Yeah.
I would say it's like, one, don't put so much pressure on yourself. The Bible talks about how, one plants the seed, one waters the seed. It's God who grows the seed.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know where I fall in line in any of those people that God's going to draw to himself and they're going to give their lives to Christ. But I'm like, if I'm planting, then I plant. If I water, then I water. Make it simple. Like, hey man, would love to invite you to church with us. We're going to go to this service. That's why we encourage people to get tickets this weekend. It's like, get them now, but also like now invite somebody and tell them what service you're going to. And if they're like, oh, I can't do that. Do you want to choose a different service? We'll change our times. No, I'm not going to come. Okay, great. It's okay. It's not a rejection of you. So don't take it personally. Just throw it out there. But know that if the end result is eternity changing,
Yeah.
then the rejection that you will get from people from time to time is well worth it for the one person that will make
So true.
an eternity changing decision. I'm sitting here because a guy invited me many, many, many times.
Yeah.
And I said no many, many, many times. If he had stopped at 1, 2, 3, I don't know if I'd be here. So my eternity's forever changed because of Josh Cruz. Forever. Like, who can you be that for?
And you never know. You could invite, and like maybe a couple months later, they're like, "Hey, is that invite still on the table?" Yes,
100%.
Yeah.
All the time. And know that we're doing everything behind the scenes too. So one, we're praying for you. Two, we're sending out mailers.
Yep.
So that's helpful. We do a bazillion social media things.
Yep.
So that's helpful. We have the yard signs. We have all kinds of things that
We are setting you up for
priming the
success.
pump. Yeah. So, Brandon was talking about today that when he was at Starlighting, somebody's like, oh, Christmas at Castle Rock. Who does that? Well, it's Front Range. We're already priming the pump.
That's cool.
So when you invite, it's not like church. What's church? Like they're probably not starting there.
Yeah.
They're starting with already invitations in some regard. And maybe you're the one that takes them over the top because you're the personal invitation.
Yeah.
By far the majority of people come to church because of a personal invite. So all of our mailers and social media and all of that is just priming the pump for you
Yeah.
to invite.
And don't discredit what God could be doing in their heart before you even ask.
100%.
Yep.
All right. That's good stuff. Well, let's close it off. I have one more question. What are you personally praying for this Christmas season?
We have a giveaway to do, don't we?
We will. I'll do that in a
Okay.
minute.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't forget
I
while
have
I'm
it in my
thinking
mind.
about that. Okay.
Don't doubt me as a host.
It's different than what we talked about before.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Sometimes I got to change it up.
That's okay. I don't know what I'm praying for. That's a great question. I want to enjoy it. I don't want it to be about the busyness and the work. I just want to, whatever that looks like. I'm open to whatever enjoying it means, but I don't want to. I said in a meeting recently, I don't remember where it was, that like sometimes all the time I wake up on Christmas and I'm in feel like I just came out of a coma.
Yeah,
Because of
got hit by a
Christmas
truck.
Eve. Yeah. And it's like, it takes me a couple hours, I get the coffee or the tea and the breakfast and the kids open the presents and I'm just like, you're welcome.
Love you.
Santa brought them.
Yeah. And I don't know that I can change that this year at all. But I don't want
You can. I
that-
believe in you.
Wow. I just don't want that to be the vibe for the whole season. I want to be able to enjoy it.
I am increasingly aware that my kids are engaging more and receiving more than any time before. I mean,
Yeah.
we get into the car on Sunday and they're both like, Dad, we really like that message. And so I'm like, you can say it. Why?
Yeah.
And then they're like starting like just having dialogue around it. And I'm like, okay. So what my prayer is that they would see their dad getting to do ministry and care for people the way that we get to and step into moments and all of that but that like that doesn't change. Some of what you're saying, but all throughout doesn't change my energy with them, my showing up for them, and that they would see a greater joy and thankfulness in me. Like you guys know, like gratitude right now for me is like a big deal. They would see a greater sense of joy and gratitude in me, even in the midst of all the stuff. And that they would be like, man, like this is why we do what we do. Like as a family, this is why we sacrifice. We don't ever see our family at Christmas. Like, so they sacrifice that every single year. They sacrifice getting to be with their cousins and their grandparents and all of that. Like they sacrifice a ton, and I want them to see like it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Because of this right here, and the joy that my dad has, the joy that he brings, the joy that we get to experience. That's my prayer. Like as they're becoming increasingly aware of everything, that they would be like, this is fun, and I can't believe we get to be Smiths and get to do this.
That's awesome.
Like that's what I'm hoping for.
That's awesome. I love that.
What about you?
Yeah, I think my prayer, I feel like the Lord has been asking me to delight in him. I think I have been just been stuck in a rut of going through the motions lately and just doing things out of obligation maybe. And I think I've felt really much like he's like, I delight in you. You are awesome. And I want you to delight in me. Like, and so just shifting my
More Shannon, more. That's what God's saying.
yes.
Wow.
Shifting my focus into just the goodness of God. Like he's so good. And I miss it sometimes, like because I'm just so focused on, I don't know, myself or problems or whatever. And so, yeah, just taking moments to pause throughout the day and just delight in his goodness, I think is my goal this holiday season. And I think I agree with you seeing that my kids get to do that too. Ryland mentioned on the way home, he loved what you had said about Jesus calls the unlikely. And I think he feels like that, which is really hard to see your 12-year-old kid feel unlikely. And so like if he can see me delighting in the Lord because the Lord delights in me and he can understand that too.
Yeah.
Like that would be amazing.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Before I cry, giveaway. We asked earlier what your favorite Christmas movies were because in the comments, we're doing a giveaway this week. Go ahead and leave a comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We're real podcasters here, folks. What
Matt
is
Greens.
your favorite Christmas movie? And then we're going to choose a winner after Sunday.
But it will only be somebody who chooses Elf.
Okay, well, that's not true. Don't listen
Depends
to
on
him.
who's choosing.
Well,
Doesn't
it's
it?
not
It
me.
really
I know
does.
that.
Yeah.
It's
So-
Mike. So, butter up to Mike this
So
week.
Die
I guess.
Hard.
All right. Well, yep. And if you missed the start of the series, you can go back and check that out on our series sub at www.frontrange.org. It was really, really good. And I would seriously encourage you to try to make every week during the series because I am so excited for it. I think it's going to be an awesome series.
You can skip the 21st. It'll be.
No.
I'm kidding.
Hey, Pastor Johnny is preaching on the
I'm
21st.
kidding.
Bringing the word.
So let's all show up. Maybe give him another standing ovation.
Yes. Let's go.
All right.
Wow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.